in their course to their education life. I think as parents, we should just go by whatever it is in here in this motion, to be able to rescue these children, to be able to allow these children to move forward and to have a better life. So to me, I would say that it's only if we have any additional prayers to add to this one. The federal government should just rise up and assist us in Oyo State and Osun State to stabilize the life of this.
No, go ahead. Why with you?
Very distinguished colleagues. The first business of this.
We should not be preemptive that the university should be taken over. Funny enough, Mr. President, sir, the two states that are involved, like we all know, well, part of Oyo State, the old Oyo State as we used to have, and both states have even moved further. Probably there could even be private investors that will come in, we don't know. But it is going to be the result, the outcome of the committee that will determine the resolution of the Senate. So I agree with the Senate, I agree, and I thank the sponsor of this motion, and I support it. I just feel that we should not be preemptive, and I thank the Senate, Mr. For 4 weeks.
Okay, we'll give you 3 weeks. Leader of the Senate.
Of the state. And if we are talking about true federalism, we must also be seen to be practicing it. So, and again, as Gamada said, it will be difficult to lay a very dangerous precedent. So I believe that the first thing to be done at this point is to find a solution to the problem. And more importantly, even the third fund that could intervene in this matter can only intervene in respect of capital projects, not recurrent. So I think in order to maintain the spirit of the Constitution, I think the first thing to do is to find a solution to the problem.
Yes, have it. Additional prayer, DSP.
University in Nigeria. You better add another year or a couple of years. There is no school in Nigeria as presently constituted that falls under federal government institutions that always meet their timelines. This is very, very unfortunate. I want to put it across to you, Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, that the two governments, that is Oyo and Osun state governments, have failed the student population of Lautech. This definitely is nothing to argue about. And perhaps I start thinking, maybe the federal government should come by way of intervention. This is the time for the federal government to call the authorities that are directly in charge of the supervision of these schools to order.
The presentation of a bill standing in the name of Senator Samuel Anyau.
It's a very important motion because it's, as you say, it's to do with education, it's to do with 34 students who, of no fault of theirs, find themselves in this situation. And of course, as it's a state university too, the responsibilities is that of the state, but we must also, the responsibility of education, of course, is that of all of us. So the federal government should find a solution, but at the end of the day, the responsibility is the two states. They must come together and get a permanent solution to this matter. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President.
Okay, we'll give you 3 weeks. Leader of the Senate.
The state are not buoyant enough to be able to handle it, because what they are getting, the argument of the state that let's audit the staff, let's audit their account, let's audit what you have done with other your money, let's increase the IGR so that when we are supporting you, it will be minimal. That's why we say A or B or D. Let's set up a neutral committee, let them look into it. However, first and foremost, 34,000 students, 34,000. Some of my colleagues were shocked. Most people didn't even believe their population was up to that. You can now look and Lautech is one of the best state universities some years ago, and they've had a lot of product who are doing well in the economy. That's the reason. Like I said, I came to the floor today with heavy heart and very emotional.